Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, so we've set up our email address and now we're going to use it to access some of the free online Microsoft programs like Word. So to do that, you start by getting into your email address, into your email account through Outlook, so outlook.com.au, and sign in. And then we come up to the top here where you've got all these little buttons, and you click on that, and we'll start by looking at Word. Word is a program that you can use to write documents. So got that. So we're going to start by creating a new blank document. So Word is a fairly simple program to use. You have where your mouse cursor is, which is what this little flashing thing here is called. It's called your cursor. And we can just type something. So I'll go, have a great day. Now, that's a fairly simple thing to do, and you can change a lot about that and what you want it to actually do, say, or how you want it to look. So what you could use, it starts with that size, and your page is basically there. So maybe we want to make it so that this is bigger. So you highlight it with your mouse, and this little menu comes up, or you've got the menu up the top here. So you can just increase the font to the size font. So just grow whatever it is, which works if you've got multiple different fonts in there. Or you can come in here and you can select a specific number for your font. Or you can also change the style. So you can potentially make it, so you've got different styles here. And this can make it so that it's a title. So titles are quite large, or maybe it's a heading. And this becomes more useful later on down the track when you're actually writing big, long documents. And we'll get into that in later lessons. But for now, we'll just leave that as normal. So there's many things we can do with this other than just changing the size. We can change the font. You can come up here where it's got Calibri body. So you can change the font with that. So click on that little drop-down menu, and it shows you different fonts you can use. So it depends on what you're wanting it for. If it's got to be something that's got to be really easily read, Arial Black is a really good one, or just plain Arial. If you're wanting it to be a little bit more fancy, or if you want to have it so that it's a bit handwriting look like, Comic Sans is a really good one for handwriting type look. You've also got, there's lots of different styles in here that you can play with and have a look through and see what they look like. But there's not as many as there are in the actual Office program suite, but there's some basic ones there that you can have a look at and play around with. Arial's a fairly nice standard one. The other thing you can do with it is, say you want to make it so that great stands out. You can bold it, so it makes it so that it stands out, it's more bold. Or if you want to underline it, you've got the underline function there. So you've got lots of different options up here in this top menu. It just helps you really to see the different things you can do. So you can copy and paste this. So say you want to have another copy of it. You come in here, you highlight it with your mouse. So you left click there and you drag your mouse along there while you're holding your left mouse key down. Then you release the left mouse key, and then you can bring up, if you hit the right mouse button, it'll bring up this menu. So you can hit copy, or you've got shortcuts that you can use for copying and pasting, which is Control-C to copy and Control-V to paste. Or you can hit the right mouse button and click on paste. See, now I can't access the browser at the moment because I'd already copied and pasted it. And that's okay. So we can take off that underlining, we can take off that bolding. You can do other things with it. You can highlight them. So you can highlight it with a yellow background, or you can do whatever colour highlight you like if you want to. You can, if you just want to use the yellow one, which is just hit there. If you want to choose a colour, you come in here and you pick the different colours that you want. So say you use a dark blue and then you go, oh, I can't read those words anymore. So you can change the colour of the word. So you can change the text, which I hadn't selected it. You've got to have it selected. So yeah, so there's so many options and things that you can do. It's really up to your imagination and just playing around with these different menus to see what they do. So we've looked at bolding, we've looked at underlining. This is italics. So what the italics does is it basically just puts the words on a bit of a slant. So yeah, so that's about that for that one. The other thing you can do is you can turn it into a bullet point if you want to. Now the brilliant thing about bullet points is, say you've got have a great day, and then you just keep typing another line. Now it's going to continue the underline because the underline and the italics is already selected, so you can hit the italics and unselect that. Oh, can't spell. Actually, no, it's more type. So now we still got the underline there. I don't want the underline through the whole lot, so you just click that again and the underline comes off. And it'll keep adding extra tabs to extra bullets to your list. So that can be really good if you're writing a recipe, say, or the numbered ones can be more helpful as well. So these are great if you're wanting to write a list. Might have to change. Set back to black. Yes, see, there you go. Unfortunately, you couldn't see my, any colour in the highlight there. So, see, and then it'll just keep bringing up different numbers. It can be very, very helpful if you're writing a numbered list. The other thing you can do is, say you've got one line there. Let's copy and paste it and have another one. Bring it down the next line. Okay, so your other options are you can indent, so you can put the indent there, and then when you come down again, you'll be typing in line with that. And say you come down and you think, oh, I want to indent that further, go in a bit further, and then the next one, oh, I want that to go back a bit. So we take that back one and we keep typing. So you can swap that around and make that, it can increase some interest, makes your document more interesting and easier to read, depending on what you're doing. Other things you can look at for this is you can also change where the words are sitting on the page. So in here we've got it so that it's formatting so that it's staying to the left of the page. You can change that to center or right aligned. So that's what happens if you've got the page centered, or if you've got it aligned to the right, it stays there. So I'll show you how it works. So we type that and you've got the next line of text comes in there. So say you then want to do it so it's right aligned. And then it'll keep going down like that. And then you can go back to left aligned if you want to. And then you can do some really interesting stuff with have it so that it's justifying. So the way that works is it's a little bit different from the other ones. I'm going to take that underline off. It doesn't seem to be doing what I wanted to do at the moment. But so you've got different things that you can get it to do. And there are other options in here. So you've got line spacing, the distance between the lines. But that's more advanced stuff. You don't need to really worry about that one too much at the moment. So, and this is where it goes on to the next page. So, to go over what we've looked at so far, we've changed the size of our font. We have bolded our font. Well, we'll make a list, shall we? So we have, and we'll make a little unordered list with bullet points. We have changed the font, used bold, used underline, italics, we've used bullet points, a numbered list, indenting, left, right, and middle justification, or alignment, and we have changed the background for the text, and we have also changed the color of the text. So yeah, I think that's all we've done. So we've changed the font. Oh, we changed the size. Oh, and I put that up the top there. Okay, so yeah. So that's it for the first lesson for today. We'll go on to some things that we can do with that to make it more interesting. We might even write a letter in Word next. If you've got anything that you specifically want to do, like maybe you want to write a table or set up a table for things, or setting up an automatic contents section, we can do things like that. If you want to change it so that your page is around the other way, we'll look at that in future lessons. But if you've got anything specifically that you want to learn how to do using the free online office programs, please leave a comment in the comment section below. That would be great. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day. Bless you.